Hello and welcome to the Gaming Chronicles. Today we will begin Phantasy Star 4: The End of the Millennium. First released in 1993. The game was originally just going to be. Oops, we passed it. Phantasy Star: The End of the Millennium, which we'll see on the title screen. But then, unbeknownst to many, then and now, there was actually a Phantasy Star 4. We'll talk about that more in a second, but let's enjoy this opening cutscene. The long, long struggle of ancient times finally ended. The victor sacrificed, the vanquished to the heavens. 4 bells tolled, 4 torches were lit, and the world continued for thousands of years. And there it is, Phantasy Star: The End of the Millennium. So Phantasy Star 4 was going to be a game, I think, on the Sega Saturn. And there's our 4 main characters. There's Dizo. The Algol solar system, somewhere in space. Once a brilliant civilization flourished here. The citizens devoted themselves to art and the sciences, and life was prosperous and good. Then a series of disasters struck. The system-wide management system, Mother Brain, was destroyed. Yeah, I kind of had to do that. So was the first planet, Parma. Over 90% of the system's population died, and the advanced technological culture was lost. Society declined, spiraling downward until at last only a few scattered groups even remembered there were once better times. 1,000 years passed. At last, civilization is once more on the rise across the Algol system. People are again turning to thoughts of an easier life. Old knowledge is being rediscovered. But just as things look brighter, beyond a threshold long thought closed, bad guys are coming back. Yeah, so anyway, Phantasy Star 4 was going to be on the Sega Saturn, I think. Anyway, but then it got scrapped. And it was going to be the return of Alys. Not the Alys in this game, but Alys Landell herself. And then it never really took off. Okay, let's start. All right, Chaz, we have work to do. Hurry up and get ready. Alrighty, this is your first job since you joined the Hunters Guild. You better put your heart into it. So, I'm not a trainee anymore. From this day on, you are a full-fledged partner. Partner. Now come on, let's go! Alys, despite her brash, not brash, is it brash? Not brash. Kind of hard personality, becomes one of the most loved characters in the series. Anyway, where are we off to this time? It's a bit far. We're going to Motavia Academy in the town of Piata. Ah, it's good to see a familiar name. Town of Learning. The message said just come. We'll get the details once we're there. Alright, here we go. Since we're going to be there anyway, I'd sure like to tour the academy. Is that all that you can think about? Get moving or I'll leave you behind. Alrighty, AW2284. Monster attacks have swelled the ranks of those who call themselves hunters. But as the attacks become ever We can't scroll past it. More frequent and powerful, an elite few begin to wonder what is behind this outbreak. And when and how will it all end? Alright. Oops, I wandered around and now I've gotten separated from Alys. Now, I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce her name. That's the way we pronounced it when we were kids. I've never seen an actual English or somebody pronounce it differently in English. But in Japanese it's completely different. I've got to find her. But anyway, we just called her Alys because calling her Alice, like the ALICE English name, just sounded weird to us. So we were like, calling her Alice just sounds weird. So we called her Alys. Put the I just, like I said, I don't know if that's right. There's nothing interesting here. Okay, we gotta switch our controls. Let's see. Buttons. Oops. Gotta figure out which one's right. Okay, so we want we want C to be camp. We want A to be speak, yeah. Or do we want A to be speak? B, we want B to be cancel, C to be camp, A to be speak. Yeah, this should be okay. And I think speak is also interact. Okay, and we want to change the speed. No, not slow. We want it to be fast. Yeah, and then message. We want that to be fast as well. There we go, yeah. We don't want to have to hold down. Okay, yeah, A is interact. Are you a hunter? Are you here to exterminate the monsters? About a month ago, monsters began to appear in the basement. I'm so frightened I can't even think about my research. Oh my goodness. You're the hunter commissioned by the principal? A kid like you? Are you going to be able to handle it? That's a fair question. Chaz is only 16 years old, so I mean, it's a fair question. Chaz, where have you been? Come on, let's go. But we have to see the principal and get the details about the commission. Okay, so now we can wander around, and I think this guy says something different now. Yeah. So Alys is not only a hunter, but she is a very attractive lady to most of the men folk, if not all of the men folk. It's way in the back. He's been acting strangely. Okay, we'll talk to the principal in a minute. Let's talk to some people. We search for the truth of the universe. This is the largest facility on the entire planet. What do you think? Isn't it grand? Really? It doesn't interest me. Well, hey, check it out. There were 3 planets, but during the Great Collapse, the planet Parma was lost. Now only Dezolas and this planet remain. Apparently, 1,000 years ago, there were ships that could travel through space. Today, the only thing we can do is view Dezolas through a telescope. Ah, just once I would love to go to Dezolas. So it's very, from a player's perspective, let's go and talk to the principal, and then we'll go wander around town. Hello, sir. I really appreciate how they do these like manga-style illustrated cutscenes. That was a very nice touch, I thought. Very different from anything I had ever played before. Very different from the previous Phantasy stars, of course. And it added, I feel, a lot of depth to the conversations between the characters, NPCs, and so forth. Anyway, I'm the principal of this academy. You must be Alys, the hunter, and you are her assistant, Chaz. Set him straight, Alys. That's right. Chaz is a full-fledged partner. Let's get down to business. Describe the situation. About a month ago, mysterious monsters started to appear within the Academy. It appears that they have made the basement their headquarters. Those are freaky looking things, eh? I've since closed it off. So far, no one's been hurt, but who knows when they'll appear again. Please, destroy them all. I'd like to settle this matter discreetly. I'm counting on your reputation, Alys. No problem, you can rely on us. Although, it's strange that all those monsters suddenly appeared in this academy. Usually monsters don't come into inhabited areas. Do you have any idea what happened? And then the suspicious face. How would I know? I have no clue. I'm totally innocent. Yeah, I don't know. Just stop asking questions. Just do it. Yeah, Alys is very smart. I really like also that Alys is a very smart protagonist, right? And they do such a fantastic job of like framing the personality. Really, you get to know the characters. Don't forget, I'm paying you dearly for your services. Good luck. I'm counting on you. Anyway, so let's see. There's something smells fishy here. Principal was hiding something. Maybe he's afraid of the monsters? Oh, Chaz, see that's the difference between Chaz and Alys. Alys is older, right? She's more experienced in the world, and she can smell a lie 100 miles away. And Chaz still kind of a naive kid. He's only 16. I think that there's more to it than that. Things are starting to get interesting, and now Alys is all right. Let's take a look at everybody. Okay, we don't know her age, but we know that she's definitely much older than Chaz. I think there was a novel or a short story published in the compendium, and my Japanese wasn't good enough to get the whole, get all the details. But basically, Alys found Chaz when he was like 10 or something, and he was a troubled kid. He didn't have parents, and he was causing trouble. She pulled him off the streets, and with the condition of he would learn, her trade. He would become a hunter like her, and he would go by her rules. He agreed, and so she became not only like a motherly figure, but also his trainer. So every good thing in this world that he ever learned, he learned it from Alys. So he's only 16. Look at that young, youthful face. 2 hunting knives, and they're in leather armor. She has a boomerang. Alrighty. Okay, you guys all say the same thing. Alrighty, so let's talk about the Great Collapse, right? What are you doing with such lethal weapons? Yeah, how rude indeed. Hey, maybe he's a pacifist, okay? Maybe he's a little bit scared of sharp things, sharp knives and objects. This planet has bad problems from the beginning. Presently, we have an abnormal climate, soil depletion, and a decreasing birth rate. Yeah. And this is, Dr. Lubitz. That's right. That we know from Phantasy Star 1. Let's see what else these guys have to say. The principal won't allow it. 1,000 years ago, our society was thrown into confusion by the destruction of Mother Brain. After that, Motavia sustained a direct hit by a fragment of the exploding planet Parma. Our civilization was almost destroyed. We call this the Great Collapse. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't students. For the last year, there have been violent changes in the planet's crust, as well as an outbreak of monsters. At this rate, the planet will be doomed. Alys, we can tell just from talking to the people that Alys is very pragmatic. She's also A positive person as well, right? She doesn't like to hang around all these doom and gloom professors and students. In the middle of the night, some suspicious-looking men carried a big parcel into the academy. This happened some time ago, but I wonder what it could have been. These are the student dorms of Motavia. I'm the caretaker. Hello, sir. Oh, no! I'm sure it'll end up just fine. Hello, sir. It's so much fun lazing around and going to class. I bet your parents are paying your way. Because people that pay their own way to college, they, I don't know, maybe they're they could be the same way, I don't know. The girl next door has been influenced by some strange religion. She's been missing for a while. Where did she go? These are huge dorm rooms. Look how big this room is. Anyway, what's she doing? Does she have it? Oh, sorry. It looks like you have a stomach ache, but I guess... Okay. Interesting, but okay. Like, it looks like she's clutching her stomach, but okay, yeah, she's about to take off her shirt. Okay, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to intrude. Hey, what? Oops. What's with you guys? You're being way too friendly. No, I want to see... What is this thing? Isn't it like a weather machine? I think there's more of those around here. Yeah, what is this thing? Isn't it a weather machine or something? A ventilated case for meteorological instruments. The temperature right now is 83 degrees. That's kind of warm, yeah? My parents live in Mile, or Mile. I always pronounced it Mile, even though it could be Mile. No idea. I'll just say Mile. Because that's what it always rolled off my tongue when I was a kid. So forgive my, once again, pronunciations of things when I was a pre-adolescent child. And my friends and I, we didn't know how to pronounce things, so we just made it up. I haven't been getting my allowance. Yeah, maybe your parents are trying to tell you something. I heard some students jumped into this fountain the other day. I can't believe I missed all the fun. So you have your typical college students. Some are here to study, some are here to have fun. Some are here to live off mommy and daddy's paycheck. Oh, they're just roaming the town. Omen? Nah, not really. Oops. What does this guy have to say? No monster can get into this town. Yeah, sure. They must be touring from within the town. I think there's something mighty suspicious about the research going on at the academy. Yeah, you are right about that. The academy students are so noisy. When a group of them jumped into that fountain, what a scene. Don't they think about being considerate to others? Yeah, me too. There's a fireplace. You don't need a fire right now. It's 83 degrees outside. We already talked to this guy, yeah? Yeah, this guy says they're roaming the town. Just randomly roaming the town. We've been telling him not to go outside after dark because of the scary monsters, but... Oh, hello. It's only for a bit. It'll be okay. You worry too much, Mommy. I feel like we're missing a part of the conversation or something. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, do those... I can't remember. Do the bookshelves have anything interesting on them, really? Kind of. So, we can see that, oops, we're still alright here, but apparently the wells are all dried up in the village of Mile. Uh-oh. Studying geology. Recently the soil quality has been deteriorating. Crops barely grow on this farm. My boyfriend in the agricultural department is rather upset. Yeah, that's the negative Nancy that we talked to in the college and the university. All right, let's go down to the basement. Well, hello there, sir. What? You're hunters, really? Oh, this guy. You don't think we can do the job? No, that's not at all. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that. We have the principal's permission. Let us pass. Wait, take me with you. Why should we? Because my name is Han. Sorry, that's always the impression when we were kids. Okay, so Han is probably within the group of friends who I played this with, and my cousins too. All of us kids who played this together made fun of Han, I think, more than any other Phantasy Star character. Even Hugh from Phantasy Star 2, if you can believe that. Yeah, Han, he just became the butt of everybody's jokes. I am an assistant at this academy. I work for Professor Holt, who has gone to investigate Birth Valley for his research. We haven't heard from him since. So now I am searching for the professor's whereabouts. And you think he's in the basement? Why do you think he's in the basement? Or maybe he doesn't. That's the mysterious place that has been called the Sacred Valley of Life. But what's the connection between the valley and this current monster scare? And Alys is the one who asks the right question. She's like, okay. Yeah, Han. Please elaborate. After the investigation team, led by the professor, was reported missing, the principal barred everyone from entering Birth Valley. We're trying to get information as to what's going on, but he keeps evading the issue. And then this monster scare begins. I'll bet that anything there is some sort of connection between these incidents. Well, it's true that there is something fishy about the principal's behavior. I feel compelled to investigate. It is my duty as a student. Not really. Not really. You are going above and beyond. Let's make no mistake. Come to think of it, it's a bit dangerous. So you were just waiting for us to arrive? 100 Masada. What? Alys is pragmatic, if nothing else. I hope you weren't thinking of tagging along, asking to tag along with us for free. I can't get that kind of money from the principal. Not my problem. Now what are you going to do? Oh, Han. Okay, I think that, let's see. Let's look at everybody more closely. Okay, so Alys, she's got Foy, Shift, Saner, Vortex. Chaz has Res and Earth. If I remember correctly, that's not a terribly useful skill. Technique, Res and Galoon. Galoon. I don't even remember what that does. And Vision, I think that increases our agility, yeah? Alright, let's go. Okay, so... Hey! What if we do the talk thing? Does that? Both the principal and Han have asked us to inspect the basement. Are you sure you're just not you're not just trying to take my money? Yeah. Alrighty, so let's just do the attack macro. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Alrighty, here we go. We got a chest. Monomate has been procured. Alright. So going back to what I was talking about as far as the Great Collapse, it's one of those things that we don't really know much about just at first glance. Because if you're the player, you know, if you were a Phantasy Star fan and player like I was back then, we really didn't. We hadn't been given much between Phantasy Star 2, 3, and then 4, right? In fact, everything was in kind of a weird order. because we had Phantasy Star 2, followed up by Phantasy Star 3. But then, let's see, there's that. But as we know, Phantasy Star 3 was 2,000 years after Phantasy Star 2, whereas this one is 1,000 years after Phantasy Star 2. So we actually kind of go back in time compared to where we were at the end of Phantasy Star 3. So, you know, timelines are weird now, and let's see, let's go ahead and... Okay, you've only got one res left. So timelines are weird because now we're technically going back in time according to the published order of the games. And this is basically reconciling the end of the storyline in the Algol system. Or Algo. Algo system. Anyway. Please, Han, don't die. Thank you. Excuse me. Antidote. And so, at the time, during the events or close to the events of Phantasy Star 4, the war between the Layans and the Orakians is actually taking place, which is very interesting because, you know, as we're playing this game and we're going through the events of Phantasy Star 4 here, we don't really have any idea of what's, you know, speaking from the perspective of the characters, they don't have any idea that up in space there are all these spaceships that have taken off and they are, you know, traveling the stars and to, you know, try and get away from Dark Force. What's this? Okay, so can we save our game here? Okay, I didn't think so. We can't save in dungeons. Alright, let's just go ahead and fight it. Alright, first boss fight. Let's do... Shall we do shift on Chaz? Or do Saner? Let's do Saner. And then I'll cast... Actually, let's defend first turn. Vision. I think Vision and Saner do the same thing, yeah? Or no, this is Dexterity, that's right. Alright, so... I can't remember what Jaloon does. We'll just cast it. I can't remember what it does. Nothing. Alright, that's fine. And so the Iglanova just... That's all it does. It spawns these Xenophalgus until... If there's two of them on each side, then it has this attack that it shoots out the top of its head. But, otherwise it does nothing. Now, you can farm experience from these guys, but really, I think it's a waste of time. It's not needed. It really isn't. You're not going to get really a leg up on the game if you stay here and farm experience. So we just have Chaz kill the ads, have Han and Alys attack Iggy, and... Then, yep. So anyway, going back to what I was saying about the timelines and everything, right? So, we missed so much, I feel, that, you know, we didn't see the events of the piece of the planet, I can't say it, Palma, hitting, crashing into Motavia. We didn't see any of that. We didn't really see any of the Great Collapse. We saw the beginning of it, I guess, or the things that would set it in motion, right? When what was it? The spaceship Gaia, when it crashed into the planet of Parma, and we know what happens because of that. But if we just jump from Phantasy Star 2 to Phantasy Star 4 here, these 1,000 years that we don't have any idea what happened. I don't know. There was just so much. I feel that I wish there was some way that it would have been either, I don't know, told in like story form, manga form, light novel form. It's a shame that the team got either dissolved or they just said, yeah, we're done. Before 102 experience. Yay! Chaz is up a level. Han's up a level. I got Watt. Okay, good. We did it! Yay! You need more practice. Your swing is too slow. What? But we destroyed the monster. Well, yeah, I was here. Duh. Now, Han, come over here. What? What are these glass containers for? Hey, are you breeding monsters here? If that's the case, this monster business is no mystery at all. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I don't know anything. It's the first time I've seen this room. Or I've been in this room. I've only just learned that such thing existed at the Academy. Uh-huh. Yeah, I believe you. Really, is the truth, I swear. I believe you. For now. The principal must know about these containers. He also must know the connection between this and the disappearance of Professor Holt. Let's see the principal again. Come on, Chaz. Hey, don't leave me here. Wait for me, guys. Alrighty. So we have found out that indeed it's no real mystery. So, the Great Collapse. Oh, I didn't know that we would be attacked. Anyway, so the Great Collapse happened, and yeah, we didn't really witness any of the events. Now we are just seeing the aftermath of it on the planet of Motavia, or Mota, as many also call it. And the prologue cutscene kind of filled us in on everything as far as, I mean, think about 90% of the system's inhabitants died, so that's huge. That is that's almost, annihilation or extinction. It's a miracle, that life survived because of such a catastrophic event. Of course, Dezolis was virtually untouched. But anyway, let's talk to the principal. What's wrong? You seem upset. Were you able to defeat those monsters? Yes, but there's something I want to ask you. Is it just my imagination that I saw some strange things in the basement? And then she just goes right in. Stop beating around the bush. Someone keeping information from me is the 6th most dangerous thing in this world. Oh, gotta love Alys. Alright already. I'll tell you what I know. You are aware of the recent outbreak of a new breed of monster? Oh yes. Thanks to the outbreak, I'm not hurting for work. 3 months ago, Holt identified Birth Valley as the origin of the outbreak, and he went to investigate. He says he discovered the remains of an ancient and advanced civilization. The investigation team brought back the monster breeding capsules and immediately set forth on their second investigative mission, but One of them came back. Yes, that's right, Han. And despite all this, you didn't send out a rescue team and banned entry to Earth Valley. No, no, no. I was trying to send out a rescue team, but something happened. We're waiting. Ah, yes, Zio comes in. Enter Zio. Zio, that fake magician. Okay, flashback time. Ah, my dear principal of Motavia Academy. How are you doing? Who are you? My name is Zio. Zio, the Black Magician. He is definitely no fake magician. Do not intrude on Birth Valley. What do you mean? In the future, if you ever let anyone set foot in Birth Valley... Oh dear! Turn to stone. Let me make something clear. There is no need for you to go to Birth Valley. It's related to the research team. So that's why the Birth Valley situation wasn't announced, and also why you tried to keep a lid on the monster situation. What's this all about? Remains of an ancient advanced civilization and Zio? Seems like these are signs of something to come. I need the help of the professor. I'm going to Birth Valley. Psst, Han. This is egg-laying season for sandworms, so be careful. That's a good illustration. Alys? We'll tag along for 300 Merceda plus expenses. Deal. Birth Valley is to the northeast. Let's hurry. Alright, so now our next destination we have is Birth Valley. Okay, let's go. I don't think anybody says anything different. Yeah, everyone says the same thing pretty much. Okay, let's get out of here. And should we rest at the inn? Might as well. If nothing else, to restore their technique points. Now that I look back, I wonder if there was some connection between that parcel and the monsters. Okay, I think everybody says the same thing. Yeah, you're being way too friendly. Alright, let's stay the night. Is there anybody in here though to talk to? There's usually not anybody in the inn. Yep, sure. Alrighty. We don't need supplies really. So let's go ahead and keep going. What do these guys have to say? Same, okay. They each says the same thing. Alright, so to the northeast. Let's kind of wander around here a second though. This is the northwest. Let's save our game in case we run into something that we can't fight. Okay, that's nothing. And there's no weapon store in Piata, so there's nothing to buy there. Alright, nicely done. Oh, hello. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's save Watt in case we actually run into 3 or more monsters. Alright, nicely done, people. There we go. Okay, and yeah, you don't have anything. Not yet, anyway. Hey, leave Hans alone. Or Han alone. He's a delicate flower. But at least he's got spells. Okay, always healing him. So as we can see, the the monsters have definitely changed a bit since the days of Phantasy Star 2. We not a ton yet, so we have caterpillar, giant bugs. Essentially, we still have giant bugs like we did in Phantasy Star 2. Insectoids. Now let's do this. Giant insectoids is our first, just like in Phantasy Star 2. So the landscape of the monsters really hasn't changed terribly much. Very nice. All right. Two. All right, we got two. I don't remember the maps 100%, so we may wander out around a bit. Oh, here's Melee. Hello. This is the village of Melee, and this is our newly built Sandworm Ranch. Isn't it great? Okay, sure. Did you see the quicksand? It's spreading and spreading. How long is this going to last? So we quickly are witnessing a lot of geological and ecological problems, right? I could have sworn that one night there was nothing, and the next day, there it was. Must have been my imagination, don't you think? Well, don't doubt yourself. Oops, that's the edge of the town. So that is, of course, Zio's fortress. We will go there later. In the past, the land around here was pretty fertile, and there was a lot of farming going on. Now the wells and fields have all weathered away. So it makes me wonder, though, because at the beginning prologue cutscene, our only son is enrolled in the Motavia Academy. But recently we've had a series of bad harvests, and we haven't been able to send his allowance. We've been so worried whether he has enough to eat. Oh, so you're the caring parents of the guy we talked to. The soil just becomes infertile. Okay. So you are caring parents, you just have bad luck. Here is a... Ah, dang it. It's hard to see or hard to tell where the edge of town is when I don't remember exactly where they all are. Okay, you're looking for Birth Valley? Then go to a village called Zima. Zima is northeast of here, but recently it's been rumored that there's no sign of any people. Maybe they all fled at night? What are you doing? You're outside sweeping? Well, yeah, if you're sweeping outside. that's sorry to tell you, lady, that's what happens. Okay, what do we got? We got armor and weapons. Welcome to the weapons store. What do you need? Let's see. Shall we get a steel sword for Chaz and then give the 2 hunting knives to two slashers for Alys? No. Let's go ahead and equip. Oh, it's equip. Okay, yeah, derp. Okay, slasher. Chaz, steel sword. Alright, Han. Do we really want to take that shield off of him? Defense power goes down to 10 or 8. I don't know. Let's leave the shield on him, actually, because it gets tiresome healing him every 3 seconds. Leather helm, crowned and band. Do we need? I don't know. Does everybody have? Okay, you have a leather crown. You have a leather helm, and you have a leather band. Okay, so we don't. Yeah. Oops, not buy. Let's sell the dagger and the boomerang. We'll keep that hunting knife for now. Thus the hoarding begins. All right, let's get out of melee. So we found out that there's well, we got a sandworm ranch. There's spreading quicksand. There's a ominous looking castle looming in the distance. All right, what do we got? Oh, hello. Okay, they're not doing terrible. Yeah, see, and that's why if Han wouldn't have had that leather shield on, that would have been like almost life-ending for him. Jeez. All right, Chaz. And that's what I'm talking about. Having to heal him all the time. All right, there's Zima. I like how the little pool in the top left, it has the just tiny bit of animation. That's a nice touch. Oh no, everyone's turned to stone. And I don't think it matters if you go in houses or anything. Yep, everyone's turned to stone. Except for these two. What's going on? I saw a mean man wearing black clothes. So we're getting a pretty dire picture here that everyone's been turned to stone. Yeah, I don't know what it's a statue of either. Alrighty, well, I guess let's go inside and investigate. Alright, so here's Birth Valley. That's right. Ouch. Are we supposed to be here yet? I can't remember if we're kind of jumping the gun here. Let's... Hold on. It's this way. Carbon shield. Let's equip that on Han. Yeah. Go right. Okay, let's not go down yet. That's the stairs. Fortunately, in this game, the dungeons aren't terribly complex. Like, if you you can backtrack pretty easily. Keep track of the map in your head without having to draw it out or write it down. That's nice. Okay, what's up here? Surprise attack! Alright, we like surprise attacking when it's us doing the surprise attacking. Alrighty, goodbye. Monomate. Alright. Well, hello. More Zoran builds. Alrighty, so as we come into Birth Valley, Zima, this is another town, of course, that was in Phantasy Star 2. Very different now, after 1,000 years has passed. very different from when it was in Phantasy Star 2, and we see that you know, all the towns themselves, they're just laid out so completely differently, right? There's none of the like the control towers that communicated with Mother Brain. The buildings themselves, they don't have the uh, they don't have the they're not built of, you know, highly refined metals and oh, hello. And it's just, you know, very, very apparent that there has been a regression in civilization. And so I do appreciate like the little nice touches that they... Hans only got 12 technique points left. And Alys doesn't have res, so we might be in trouble. Do we need to leave and come back? Look, it's Professor Holt. Oh no. Oh no. What on earth? An ancient curse? I can't believe someone is able to catch such a spell in this day and age. Isn't there any way to restore them? I've heard that a medicine called ashline is able to turn stone back to flesh. I heard about it some time ago in a Motavian village, but we're talking some time ago. She doesn't want to reveal how old she is in any or give any clues in any context, in any way, shape, or form. The village of Mokum, which is far south of here. Alright then, let's get going. Let's see, if you're going to go to Mokum, I'll make you a deal. Just 500 Messate. And the tear that rolls down his eye. Alright, let's go. Alright, thank goodness that we are out of there. That it automatically got us out of there. And let's see, I think down this way? Yeah. We'll just go ahead and have everybody attack. These caterpillars shouldn't pose too much of a threat. As long as they don't attack our delicate flower Han. Alrighty, we win. Okay, and of course the landscape has reverted back to its natural state of being a desert planet instead of a lush green planet, which is what it had been transformed to in Phantasy Star 2. Okay, so this looks bad, especially with the music. It's like people are dead. Hello? Oh, that's right. This is where we meet. Yeah. Rune? Hey, Alys. Long time no see. Don't mind the fact that I'm just standing here by myself in a seemingly burned down village. You know, there's nothing odd about any of the situation. But I love the intro. I love how the music just switches to doom, direness, and death to, hey, what's up? It's me, it's Rune. Yo. Alys, you know this guy? From a long time ago. Is Shorty here your current companion? He's still a kid. Watch what you say. You know, a little indignant Chaz. Stop it, you two. Okay, Mom. More importantly, Rune, what is going on? This is all the handiwork of Zio. Zio? I bet the person who turned the people of Zima into stone is also... Your brain seems to work a little bit. You. Cut it out! It seems that everywhere we go, it's always Zio. Yes, it is. Who is this Zio? I'm not sure. With the town destroyed, how are we going to find Ashline? You're looking for Ashline? In that case, we'd better go to Tano. Tano? Let's see, from here it's kind of far. First travel east to the village of Krupp, and from there if you go north, you'll find a valley that leads to Tano. We don't have to pass by Krupp, do we? Why? Let's just head straight for Tano. Alys? I haven't decided yet. I'm going to invite myself to join your little group. Whoa! That got a reaction. I've got some business there too. Hey, not so fast! Alys is blushing! We'd enjoy your company. And these two panels right here, you can't see my finger pointing at the screen, but these two panels right here, plus the conversation, has what has sparked, dozens of fan theories and fictions about Rune and Alys and their previous relationships. Were they romantic? Were they not? Were they, unsung lovers? What is their story? But yeah, that little subtle, those little subtle changes, or the little subtle illustrations, and it might not be any of that, right? Alys just might be, blushing for another reason. It could be something else. We don't need to monologue about it, but it could be something else. Not necessarily that they were romantically involved or not. If romance had nothing to do with it, it could have been any other range of reasons that would have caused embarrassment, maybe for something else. And then Chaz, Alys, good, we're all set. And Shorty, I love how Shorty is capitalized. Like that is your proper name now. It's Shorty. It's not Chaz, it's Shorty. Try not to get in the way. Stop calling me Shorty. My name is Chaz. That's what you said your name was, right? Actually, I don't think he did. He didn't say his name. Yeah, he didn't say his name. So, how did Rune know his actual name? And the list didn't say his name either. So that was another thing. Like, this whole little cutscene has sparked so many conversations, theories, and fan fictions, and so forth. It's crazy. What a stupid... Alys, I think he's going to be more trouble than he's worth. Ha! I won't get anyone his way. You already have. I'm a little uneasy about our destination. Shut up, Han. No one cares about your opinion. Alright. We're going to change the order, because Rune, right now, compared to everybody else, he's OP. I mean, look at him. And... yeah, it's fine if he has the wooden cane, I guess. It's fine. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and we'll call the episode there. And then in our next episode, we will travel to Krupp. We are definitely traveling to Krupp. And then we will go to Tano and continue our journey. So until our next episode, so long for now.